Yeah, this your boy Djsnoop, live from Alabama Backyard, Alabama Hip Hop Radio. I'm at Quasi Studio, Mobile, Alabama, and I have one of the representatives with me. Who I got?
What's up, man? I'm Sergio, one of the directors here at Quasi Studios and All This Entertainment.
Yeah, so how long y'all been in business?
Well, we've been doing this since 2017, and we formed the business in 2020. You know, fantastic year to do business and create a business. You know, especially when everybody was isolated and not going anywhere whenever we tried to create events. So it didn't work out so well. No, I'm kidding. It worked out very well, actually, because at the beginning of the year, we were putting together showcases, kind of like the one we did a couple months ago with the collab. Mm-hmm. And the idea was essentially bringing different genres together and different people that really probably wouldn't normally search out the music that they were listening to. So we had like a country rock group, we had an Americana group, we had hip hop artists, we had comedians, and we did it at the Blind Mule downtown, you know, before they closed up, and we did that a couple times. It's pretty successful, and we were like, hey, we should try to make this live so people can join it, even if we're not, even if they can't come. And then as soon as we started making that plan, COVID hit, and then everything shut down. And then we were like, man, well, we need to try to figure out a way that we can just do this, because, you know, bands still got to find a way to get accessibility to their audiences, and audiences got to know that the bands are still doing things, as well as businesses that are still looking to be able to promote, because a lot of businesses didn't close down. Yes. So they had to find a way to, you know, keep making money or letting people know, hey, we're open, so we don't lose our livelihood. And so we just essentially, we're working together trying to figure out, again, like, you know, me and Chris have been working together on putting those shows together, and then we added another person, Robert, and then kind of just took off from there. We started working at Steve Chinchani's house, who is the music editor for the Lanyat, and we just put on this show called Headphones On. We reached over 250,000 people, and it was a really great way to be able to include not just artists but businesses, kind of like we were talking about earlier, being able to disrupt the status quo of entertainment and commerce, because they all work together, they just don't always know that they like working together. You know, so you got to find you know, because a lot of people don't really understand how to explain their art as something to be able to be a product, to be managed, to be able to be sold and everything. And that's once you get it to a point as an artist where you can recognize that your music or whatever is a product to be sold, you can recognize that, hey, there's value in what it is that I do, not just the fact that you recorded it, or not just the fact you sang it or you know, wrote it or anything like that. There's that extra point where now people see the value in what you put into it that they can't see. You know, I mean, because the biggest thing about, like, with when it comes to promotion and everything like that, like, people love an underdog. People like to be able to see that story. People like to see things come to fruition. People want to be able to celebrate with you in those moments of triumph. Yes. And being able to have that accessibility with, you know, as an artist, as a business or anything like that, as branding your business or identifying what it is that your business does as far as services or anything like that, like you know, that's what we do. That's what we strive our best to be able to do, and create accessibility, and that's the biggest thing. Access to our audiences, but access to our artist audiences as well, and businesses, customers, and clientele. It's all cross promotion, and it can't be successful unless we're all working together to make it successful. You know, so. And
I want to give y'all flowers now, because the show that y'all did with Jay Haynes and that production, that's true performance art.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, dude. We have a fantastic team. We got a chance to be able to work with fine directors, fine camera ops, fine sound people, you know, great gaffers, you know. So we have everything you need to be able to put on a production. Like, I mean, right now, if you wanted to do a short film or a full-length feature film, we could make it happen today. You know, and the fact is that it's not just us talking about it. We have proof of concept for what it is that we do. And that's really the biggest thing, is showing people how accessible it can be. Like, you don't have to go to Atlanta, you ain't got to go to Miami, you ain't got to go to Los Angeles, you ain't got to go to New York, you ain't got to go to Tennessee, anything like that. Like, it's accessible here. Yes. And like, and the thing about it is like, that's the whole idea of the collaborative, you know, mind, is that if we're able to work with other companies that are like-minded and doing the same thing we're doing, if we can find a way to connect, that's going to be just a bigger splash inside of the pool of people recognizing that Mobile is the next hub to explode. Yes. You know, and that's my thing that I harp on all the time, is like, man, we're right in the middle of Destin, you know, Montgomery, Birmingham, New Orleans, all the big hot spots. Like, Mobile or in Baldwin County and the surrounding areas is right there. And again, if somebody were to say, I'm going to invest some money into this. Like this place could explode with with not just jobs, not just with tourism, but like with the creative mindset of recognizing that, like, hey, Mobile can grow past just Mardi Gras. I mean, it's crazy to think that Mardi Gras is such a huge money drop for people. They make a lot of money, but then it's like you could do that all year. Putting events on, bringing shows in here, doing film, all that stuff, and that starts with again the state. That starts with the city. Really supporting what the artists are doing and everything, and just really kind of recognizing too that they can't do it all on their own, and sometimes they do gotta outreach to people that are doing it, production companies, entertainment companies, artists, individuals, and stuff like that. So that's really the biggest thing, and we do it not just for the love of it, but because it just makes sense to do it.
Yes.
And it feels good because, I mean, like Jay was saying, man, like, you don't know what's going to happen until it happens, and it does. It's like, God, and like, because he's one of the many artists that we work with. We work with India Rashad. Shout out to India. We've been working with her, putting together some music promos for her. Man, they're beautiful. They're beautiful, and she gave us just a couple prompts, like she wanted a couple colors and she wanted a certain feeling to be portrayed around it, and like we did it, and she loved it, and y'all can check that out on our YouTube, All This Studios, and I mean, y'all can check out everything that we're talking about, and just if you want to be a part of the growth, come on, so.
That's what I'm talking about. So give out your social media. How to get in contact.
All This Entertainment, ALLTHIS Entertainment, and then Instagram Quasi.studios, QUASI.studios. Somebody told me that it should have been just studio, but I was like, I'm complicated. Let's make it the whole thing. Plural.
Yeah, plural, studios.
Yeah, man. But I appreciate you coming by, man.
No problem.
I saw you walk in, and Jay's like, hey, this is the man. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, and we appreciate you taking the time, because I think that's what makes the collaboration work, because you're a radio DJ, so it's important to be able to figure out, keeping your nose to the grindstone, and figure out who's playing, what new artists are coming out, and it's a testament to you as an engineer and as a musician that has that ear that really wants to make yourself accessible to those people. I mean, I can't tell you there's not a lot of DJs from Mobile that actually do that, and that's saying a lot, because there's a lot of them that say they're DJs from Mobile. Mm-hmm. So so that's a call out to y'all. Y'all need to come out to these shows and stuff, not just to ours, but to the people that are coming, like putting on these shows all the time. So. And
this is the reason why we started this podcast, me and my cousin Hackett, live from Bama Backyard, because we try to showcase all the talent that we have in Mobile, and show we up next. Yeah, man. And if you want to stop by, let us know. Let us know. Figure out a way that we can work together more cohesively. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you. This live from Bama Backyard, Quasi Studios, Mobile, Alabama. We up next. Let's get it. Cool.